We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. The Midsummer Classic between the National League All-Stars and the American League All-Stars. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special coverage of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game here on MLB Network. I'll be joined in the booth by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, but before we turn to them, let's turn to the results of the fan voting for this year's All-Star starters. Final preparations being made on the field. We've got a fun night in store. It's the Major League Baseball All-Star Game on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 American League All-Stars.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two men named by their managers to get the ball here to begin this All-Star Game. Corey Kluber, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
On comes former Cy Young Award winner Corey Kluber. Might have the best right-handed breaking ball in baseball. Great velocity, too, 94 to 96. And he'll throw that comebacker that he'll start at a left-hander's hip and bring it back over home plate. Big overhand breaking curveball. Not a true curveball, more of a slurve, but it's nasty. Does have a changeup. If he has all three of his pitches, he's nearly impossible to center.
All right, let's check out the American League All-Stars on defense. And let's focus on Kyle Seager right here. Former Gold Glove third baseman. Plays a reliable third base. I think something that he does better than anybody is his ability to come in on those swinging bunts or guys trying to lay a bunt down on him. He has the ability to have such soft hands and make that off-balance throw to first base.
A ball and a strike. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. Hit on the ground out to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Here's Michael Brantley. Ball one.
Ball one, no swing.
Altuve on at first, nobody out. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the second deck and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as the National League moves out in front here 2-0.
I'm pretty sure he was too focused on the man at first, worried about the steal, and just made a mistake with that pitch. It's all well and good to control the running game, but you have to make sure it doesn't distract from your main job, getting the guy at the plate with the bat in his hands.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Joey Votto, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Designated hitter, Joey Votto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right side, but it's well fouled. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for him with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
The 0-1 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Standing in, Corey Seager. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up from Nationals Park. It's the National League 2, the American League coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Dallas Keuchel, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
All right, so here's how the National League All-Stars line up on D. And behind the plate, world champion, former MVP, former Rookie of the Year. He's done it all. Buster Posey. Buster is in full command of this pitching staff.
Here's Starlin Castro. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for
First
the
delivery
League.
to him on the way.
Second baseman,
Tapped down the line.
Starlin Castro.
And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
Into the box now, Avisail Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting third from the Los Angeles.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Head-to-head tasked with Dallas Keuchel. He's 1 for 5. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Trout is really a rare talent in this sport, a true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch, not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of a ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively, this guy is one of the true superstars in our game. Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside, fighting it off for a nice base hit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
That misses. 1 and 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Trout leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. On the move is Trout from first. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Blackman looking up. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. Carlos Correa with a 2-run shot as the American League has come back now to tie it at 2.
Yeah, I love a team that keeps fighting with 2 outs like they did here. The previous batter gets on board with a single, and his teammate does even better with an absolute bomb. That's good baseball.
No balls and a strike to count.
Jose Abreu.
Line to the right side. Peralta is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital, and we are tied 2-2. Stepping up now, Charlie Blackman. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Center fielder, Charlie Blackman.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And it's 1-1. Chopped weakly up the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
All right, let's check out the American League All-Stars on defense. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
Striding in, David Peralta. Here's the first pitch to him. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Swing and a drive to right by Peralta. This one's got some carry. And gone up into the second deck. A solo shot that time for the former pitcher David Peralta, as the National League has now taken a 3-2 lead. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Cruz is under it, and that's the second out of the inning. Here's Buster Posey now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way. Hit hard to third. There is Seager. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So just the one hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The NL's on top, 3-2. Here's George Springer. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
Right fielder, George Springer.
First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Snuck that high, hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Tapper up the line. That winds up foul. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. The next 0-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
All right, so here's how the National League All-Stars line up on D. And let's take a look at Chris Bryant down at third base today playing the hot corner. And he's a guy that can move around. The manager can put him in the outfield, but his home is at third base. He's got the arm to get it done, a strong arm. He can go behind the bag and make big-time plays, and the nice soft hands.
Now at the plate, Nelson Cruz. First delivery to him on the way. Drilled right back up the middle. There is Altuve. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting 8 from the Kansas City Royals, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Head-to-head pass with Dallas Keuchel. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Keuchel into his motion. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a soft liner, but little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. American League goes down in order. They're down 3-2.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the American League, number 40, Madison Bumgarner.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Altuve. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in the leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home is fastball that misses.
2 balls, no strikes.
Three and 0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Trout giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Brantley. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. Here comes the first pitch. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball. Third inning. Already a 3-2 ball game. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, designated hitter, Joey Votto.
In is Joey Votto now. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner, not great. He's 1 for 8. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. On the move is Springer. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he is in there. Here's Corey Seager. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the first baseline. And this goes right past him. Oh, my. That might plate 2. As he arrives at second without a play, as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that'll get down out there near the wall. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
He was not messing around in that at-bat. Looking for a first pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
In now, David Peralta. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Skied into straightaway right. Springer has a read on it. And that retires the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The NL leads this one 6-2. Leading off the inning, Kyle Seager, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now pitching for the National League, number 27, Aaron.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, number 14, Second baseman.
At the plate, Starlin Castro. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's gone 2 for 5. He also has 1 home run. Takes this the other way to right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. Throw into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
For the American League.
So here is Avisail Garcia, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the two teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
Here's the 0-2. Hit sharply toward the right side. That's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And the runner from second is in to score. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
0-2, here it comes. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Bullet back up the middle. Blackman is there, 2 gone.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Ready for another chance? Carlos Correa. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
0-1 count and the pitch. Started that swing a bit too early.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 3 innings complete. The NL leads it 6-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the American League, number 41, Chris Hale.
Stepping in, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1.
Leading off the 4th inning, third baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. The bouncer to the left side. Correa is up with it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Digging in now, Buster Posey. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's hitting .360. He's taken him deep once. Neil Walker will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. The 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the National Leaguers. They still lead it 6-3. Neil Walker will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 15.
Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning.
Leading off the fourth inning, first baseman, Jose Abreu. Now pitching for the National League, number 45, Garrett Cole.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Here's George Springer, his career line against Garrett Cole. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And he takes ball 1. Cole has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. And he misses with it. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Line drive, base hit. And the 2-out hit extends the inning for Salvador Perez. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Full sets. Here comes the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. American League strands 1. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the American League, number 45, Phil Hughes.
Here's Michael Brantley. Past history with Phil Hughes, just 3 for 14.
Michael Brantley.
First pitch coming now from Hughes. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. On the move is Springer, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Up next for the National League.
In is Joey Votto now.
Joey Votto.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Check swing here as they'll appeal it down to Eric Summersgill at third, and he says no swing, so it's ball 1. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. The next 1-2 pitch. 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here. Here's Chris Bryant now. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Michael Franco will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. And Hughes gets ahead with the fastball for strike one. Now the 0-1. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Votto, base runner at first with one out. Here's a high pop-up. Castro is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Ready for another shot now. Corey Seager, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The NL's on top, 6-3. Michael Franco is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 7, Michael Franco.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager.
Leading off for the American League, third baseman, Kyle.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the National League, number 67, Herman Marquez.
Here's Starlin Castro, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone and foul, though it had the home run distance. 0-2, here it comes. Down the third baseline. And he's safe. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the previous play is under video.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Stepping in now, Avisail Garcia, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A strike to even the count. 1-1.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
High in the air out to center field. Blackman is under it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go in the American League. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the American League.
Digging in once again, Charlie Blackman. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the sixth. Vargas has his target. Here's the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 6,
David Peralta will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Bryce Harper will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Bryce Harper.
Lefty against lefty here as this is taken for a ball. 1-0. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the NL line score thus far. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Springer looking up, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper, as it is now 7-3.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
First baseman, number 17.
Matt Carpenter will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Bases are empty, one man out. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Here's Buster Posey now. No hits to this point. Kurt Suzuki will come on as a pinch hitter.
Number 24, Kurt Suzuki.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the NL line score thus far. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Castro waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. Bryce Harper will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 34, Bryce
Matt Carpenter will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Carpenter.
Kurt Suzuki will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Ready once again, Mike Trout. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Rick Porcello enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the National League, number 22, Rick Porcello.
First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
The 0-2 delivery. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Porcello, a right-hander going 6'5". He offers up a 2-seamer, a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and a slider. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2 to 3 putout for out number 1. Here's Carlos Correa now. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Nick Williams is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field.
Number 5, Nick Williams.
Freddie Galvis is also into the game as he takes over at short.
Number 15, Freddie Galvis.
A.J. Pollard will also come in now as he takes over out in center. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose.
Riding in once again, Jose Abreu. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Drilled to the left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And the inning extended for George Springer to bat next.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Here's George Springer. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Abreu is off at first with 2 away. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. AL leaves 1. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Back here at Nationals Park, National Leaguers leading this one as we get ready for the 7th. But first, let's have a look at our game summary for the first 6 innings.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher set to take over now, and here he is, the fireballing left-hander Aroldis Chapman. Here's Neil Walker, flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit to short. Correa is there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Next for the National League, left fielder.
Into the box, Nick Williams. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss at a ball down. 1 out, nobody on. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Check swing here as they'll appeal it down to Eric Summerskill at third, and he says no swing, so it's ball 1. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking, strike 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joey Votto. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. From the stretch. Hard on the ground toward short. To his right, Correa. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. It's stretch time here in our nation's capital. It's the National League 7 and the American League 3. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Jacob Barnes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
To short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider on the inside for strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Third baseman number 50.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. Lifted the other way to left center. Williams is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Jonathan Scope will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first.
Jonathan Scope. Now pitching for the National League, number 43, Adam Warner.
Good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Perez, the runner at first with two gone. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. And it's 1-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a fourth time. I'd be looking heated.
And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. 2 out with the man at first. Skied into straightaway right. Walker is there. And that ends the inning. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. 8th inning coming up. The NL leads this one 7-3. Jonathan Scope will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 6, Jonathan Scope.
Here comes the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Springer is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. He's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage to him.
The pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
This one's down to third. Seager has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. National Leaguers out in front, 7-3. Andrew Benintendi will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Oh and 1, here it comes. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning. Cameron Maben will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Now pitching for the National League, number 26. Right now is Racing.
In there, strike 1. And Maben comes up empty on that one, and it's 0-2 now. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of this game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Marcus Semien will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Marcus Semien.
Mark Melanson enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Melanson.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Two out, nobody on. Ready with another 0-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The next 0-2. Fouled away. Lifted in the air out to right. Harper has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. American League goes down in order. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Back now with baseball on MLB Network from the nation's capital, just down the street from the Capitol building. We are set for what remains in this one. Cameron Maybin will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Marcus Semien will stay in the ballgame as a new shortstop. Roberto Ozuna enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Giancarlo Stanton will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. His career history with Roberto Ozuna, small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Ready with the 1 and 2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. All even at 2 and 2. Here it is. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Riding in, Matt Carpenter. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Paul Goldschmidt will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Hit down the third base line. So this is foul for the first strike. Hard liner to center field. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. Ready for another chance? Kurt Suzuki comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Mario Nunez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Scorched to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Giancarlo Stanton will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Stephen Vogt will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard.
Number 50, Hector Neris.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly by Walker. And he's retired here, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 4.
Aaron Judge will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Kevin Segrist enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Fouled off. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And another foul ball. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Sean Doolittle will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. Here comes another 0-2. Popped him up. Goldschmidt over to his left. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory, and look on to the next one. And
tonight's final, 7-3. The National League All-Stars took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Dallas Keuchel takes home the win. Corey Kluber only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score of our ball game tonight for the victorious National League All-Stars: 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. The National League now claims home field advantage for this fall's World Series. Final line for the American League: 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Dallas Keuchel. The loss goes to Corey Kluber. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.